Hello YouTube, this is Asiel and I'm here making this quick video for you guys. The video today is called The Ashe of the Mother. The power of the mother, the energy of the mother, and what I mean by the mother, I mean your physical mother. The person and the physical mother. So, the Ashe of the mother. Let me tell you guys a little background that has led to this particular video. So I just got very inspired this morning to make this video because of the occurrences that happened last night. I'm not going to get into major details or names or locations or anything like that, but last night, I had been invited to a seance, which I was more than glad to go. When I got invited to the seance, or when we arrived at the seance, or as we were heading to the seance, we were told that the people that were going to be leading the seance were no longer going to be there. They asked me if I personally would lead the seance, and of course, the person being a friend of mine, of course I said yes. I'm honored to lead any seance anywhere. I think it's an honor, and especially if it's someone who's a friend of mine. So right from the beginning of the seance, when I walked in, there were several people. There was two people in the house that I could just immediately tell that our energies just did not blend. It was just very obvious. On my end, it was very obvious. On their ends, I'm sure that they were aware that I didn't have an issue with them. I personally had no issues with them, but I could tell that they had an issue with me, like whatever their issue was. One more than the other, but there was two characters in the seance that, whatever. As this is happening and all the prayers begin and everything happens, once all the prayers are done, I asked the mother, because this was the seance for someone who's going to be initiated, and the mother of that someone was there. So I asked the mother and I said, let's do the prayers over the person, come over here and help me out. And then at another point, I said to the mother, come over here and do this also. And then I said, come over there and do this also. So when we finally sat down, that everything was the preliminary parts were finalized and were done, I sat down, and because people already, I had the perception of what was happening, because that's just how spirit is, that's how spirit talks, and when spirit talks, you just know things. It's just something you don't question. It's just something that's felt inside of you. The point is, when everything was done, I said, my first official words of the seance were, with the permission of everybody here, the reason why I'm having the mom do this and do that is because the mom is present and she's here, and there's no greater power than that of the mother. The first person, those were my first words, the first person out of the two immediately jumped up, and this person was like, oh, I knew it, I was going to ask you about that because I never seen that done before like that, and this is this and that. And she immediately, immediately went at me, and we had this little thing, and then somebody else. The point was that it was very chaotic right from the beginning. That particular person was trying to contradict me often and often and often, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm okay with that, I'm okay with the fact that not everybody can like me. Not everybody has to like me. I don't care if someone doesn't like me. I like myself. The thing is that I don't try to impress. I don't care about impressing. I don't try to be loud. I'm not a loud person. I don't care to be all like showy and like the spirit. No. If I'm feeling something, I'll say it, and if I'm seeing something, I'll say it. And if I don't feel it or don't see it, I just will say no. Whatever. This misa felt stuck from the beginning. There was another person in the misa who just went crazy. And that escalated even more to the rest of the things. The point was, the power of the mother. The entire seance was just, unfortunately, a big havoc, and the owner of the house was very embarrassed and I was embarrassed, and it was a show. It was a spectacle. It was so much fun. While it was happening, it was a little annoying, but to me, I thought it was just fun. I don't get offended easily by people, but I'm very easy at dismissing people, and you can say whatever, and I just dismiss you. Anyways, the point is that one of the things that this person said, that this lady said, the one that was going against me with everything, when I explained that about the mother, she went off into this, and she went off into that, and she went off into the other, and she said, yeah, because I could never cleanse my child with anything. I couldn't cleanse my child with something, it need be. So that brought this video to be. The power of the mother, people, is the strongest power of everything. The power of the mother, the one who gave you birth. Your link to your mother is the strongest thing in the world. Your link to your mom, your emotional, spiritual, and physical link is amazing, and it's stronger than any other link. It is way stronger than the link between God Father and God Son, God Father and God Daughter, God Brothers and God Sisters, uncles and cousins, and your grandparents and your whomever. Who cares? The link between you and your mother is stronger than anything else. Even if your mother did not raise you, the blessing of your mother still goes over any other blessing. So when I finally got fed up, I told the lady, well, the first person that's going to give her blessing upon this child should be her mother. His mother, I'm sorry, it should be his mother. His mom is the first one out of everybody here that has to give her blessing upon this kid, because her blessing is the most important. And I just let it go there because I didn't want to do the whole thing, but now I'm doing my video. The point is, you guys, the mom can do anything and everything. The reason why the mom does not crown their child is because the mom already gave birth to that head. The mom gave birth to the head, and to the body, and to the soul, and to the intestines, and into the toes, and she gave head to everything. She does not give birth to it again. When you birth something, you don't rebirth that something. So you, the mother, having birthed the kid, the mom has the ultimate blessing of God over the kid. There's no need for the mother to crown, because the mom is already the godmother. There's no need for the mother to cleanse, because the mother has already cleansed the child. There's no need for the mother to say a blessing, because the mother already has said a blessing over the child. All those other things are formal steps, because the blessing of the mother is considered the strongest thing. Your blessing of your mother and your father goes above the blessing of your godfather, your bond, your friends, your neighbors, your whomever. The person who is being sexual with you, your partner, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, never touches your head. People from your family who are younger than you, and this depends upon the house, but usually people from your family who are younger than you, or younger than you in Ocha, they tend to not touch your head. But your mother can touch your head, she can shave your head, she can do whatever. Your mom has ultimate freedom to do anything to the person, including cleansing the person with a rooster, with a chicken, with a whatever, with a pigeon, with whatever it needs to be. The mother can do anything to the person. The mother just doesn't crown the person, because the mother already birthed the person. The mother birthed the physicality of the person, the spiritual essence of the person, the Orisha essence, the Ori of the person. So the mother doesn't have to rebirth the person again. This is the job of somebody else who becomes the godfather or the godmother of this new person. And the mother, the official mother, still remains, obviously, the mother. Nobody can take the place of the mother. And the blessing of the mother, like I said, is above the blessing of the godfather. It doesn't matter. And when the person is initiated, on top of that, when this person gets initiated, I'm the godfather of this person, of person A. When person A is initiated and they're standing there that everything has been done, the first person that person A has to prostrate to, that has to give mofuri bale to, that has to give homage to, that has to give praise to, is to their mother, not to me, who will be the godfather. If I crown this person and that person's mother is in the room, If they have a relationship, obviously I'm going to request for the person's mother to be in the room. Whether the mom is initiated or not, the mom is still allowed to do certain steps in the initiation of the person, including the person prostrating to her after everything has been done. Like at the end of the day, the person will first ask for the blessing of the mother, prostrate to the mother, and then they will prostrate to the godfather, and then they will prostrate to the yubong, and then they will prostrate to everybody else in the ibodum. And if the mother and the father are there, first will be the mother, then will be the father, then the godfather, then the yubon, and then everybody else present in the room by order of date or by order of age of Ocha. So the point of this video is, people, the ashe of your mother is the strongest ashe in the world. The mother can do anything to the child. The mother can cleanse the child with anything. The mother can touch anything religious of the child. Even if the mother has a taboo with a certain orisha, if something needs to be done to the child and there's nobody else available, then it's the job of the mother to do it, because then the mother becomes the oba, and the oba has no ewes, the oba has no taboos anywhere in the religion. The oba can do everything, because the minute that you step into the role of oba, you're to do everything. You're the leader of the ceremony, so you do everything that needs to be done. The oba has no ewe. When you step down from the title of oba, then you get your ewes back on. Your ewes are your prohibitions. If you can touch something, if you can do something, if you cannot do something with a particular orisha, all of that gets removed when you step into the role of oba. If you're doing a ceremony, you have to continue with everything else. When you step down from being oba, then you go ahead and you apply those prohibitions right back to yourself. The mother, all prohibitions get removed. The mother can do rogations of the head. The mother can put ashe. The mother can lift the child off the floor when they prostrate. The mother can give the blessing upon anything. The mother can do whatever. The only thing that the mother doesn't do is become the godmother. The mother's already the mother. She doesn't need to be the godmother. She's already beyond the godmother. So the mother and the father stay as mother and father. Somebody else takes the role of godmother and godfather. So this video is just simply called The Power of Ashe. What happened yesterday, I just took it and I analyzed it, and I was like, I am obviously of the belief that I'm not going to be liked by everybody, and that's okay. Just like not everybody's going to like me. But if somebody wants to run the ceremony, they just have to say it, because I don't have a problem stepping down, because I didn't really care for it. I got asked and I said of course. But anyways, this whole conversation, this whole thing, this whole drama just led to this beautiful video. The mother is the physical essence of God on this earth, people. There's nothing that the mother cannot do for the child. And if you are a mother out there, if you are a mother and you think you cannot do this and you cannot do that spiritually for your son or for your daughter, then you're very wrong, honey. You're very wrong, because you, as the mother, have more power, more ashe over that particular person than anybody else ever will. And the mother, when initiation comes, the blessing of the mother has no equality to the blessing of anybody else, not even the person who's crowning that person. If I sit here, if I myself have a godson or a goddaughter, and I love my godson and my goddaughter, okay, I love this person B, I love them, that I'm gonna initiate them. There's no amount of love, there's no amount of caring that I'm going to express towards that person that the mother should not be able to just completely and totally overpower over me. The love of me towards that person will never be the love of that mother towards that person. The intensity of the love and the magnificence of the love will never be. So there's nothing stronger than the mother, the blessing of the mother. If you don't get along with your mother, if you and your mother have a really bad relationship, and you and your mother are separated, you don't speak to each other, or your mother hates you, or you hate your mother, or there's been family issues and you guys don't speak, whatever the situation may be, 1, it's very sad, and 2, I'm very sorry that you have gone through those situations. 3, she's still your mother. When time to ceremonies come, you should always try and make your peace. You should always try and ask the mother to be present. There's obviously going to be situations that it's just not going to happen. When that happens, it just doesn't happen. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't happen. But the place of the mother is a sacred place and always has to be honored and given to the mother. In the situation where the person and the mothers don't get along, either the father gets used. If they get along with their father, then the blessing of the father is asked. And if the parents are both deceased, the parents are both not caring, whatever the situation may be, then the godfather and the godmother take those 2 steps, and the ceremony continues without asking blessing of mother or father. The godfather is the one who then says, with the blessing of the mother, the godfather, and asks for their blessing spiritually, even if they're not present. But well, the point is, the blessing of the mother is intense. The blessing of the mother is beautiful, and there's nothing stronger than the blessing of the mother. Thank you so much for watching. Ashe, 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 to. Into the seance, we were told that the people that were going to be leading the seance were no longer going to be there. They asked me if I personally would lead the seance, and of course, the person being a friend of mine, of course I said yes. I'm honored to lead any seance anywhere. I think it's an... Hello YouTube, this is Asiel and I'm here making this quick video for you guys. The video today is called The Ashe of the Mother. The power of the mother, the energy of the mother. And what I mean by the mother, I mean your physical mother. The person and the physical mother. So, the ashe of the mother. Let me tell you guys a little background that has led to this particular video. So I just got very inspired this morning to make this video because of the occurrences that happened last honor, and especially if it's someone who's a friend of mine. So right from the beginning of the seance, when I walked in, there were several people. There was two people in the house that I could just immediately tell last night. I'm not going to get into major details or names or locations or anything like that, but last night, I had been invited to a seance, which I was more than glad to go. When I got invited to the seance, or when we arrived at the seance, or as we were heading